breath.
All right. One more round of applause for Addie. Wasn't she amazing? All right, we have a busy night for you, and in case you haven't voted, the polls remain open until 10 o'clock. We're going to start off with a handful of our recognition from our senior class members with some non-monetary scholarships. Then we will go into recognition of class officers, tenure recognition, retirement celebration, and then we're going to conclude with the rest of our senior awards. So to begin tonight's program, I'm going to first introduce Baldwin High School Assistant Principal John Villarmos.
Good evening. Mr. Ciapetta, members of the Board of Education, Dr. D'Elia, and cabinet members, staff, students, parents, and community members. This is truly an administrator's favorite time of year. Yes, it's tremendously busy, but more importantly, it's a time to recognize the achievements of our wonderful students here at Walt Whitman, and more specifically, those of the graduating class of 2023. It all starts tonight with a portion of our senior award recognitions. It continues during the principals list night, and the Michael Curtin Award ceremonies, the PTA Council Scholarship Awards, Booster Club Gold Key Awards, the Marching Band Parent Awards, and of course, our Senior Awards Night right here in this auditorium on June 13th. Oh, and somewhere in there, I think we'll have a graduation ceremony. What do you think? Good? Tonight, we are pleased to have with us some of our local government representatives who are consistently so supportive of our students and their accomplishments. For that, we are so grateful. Thank you all in advance. To begin, I'd like to call up our Suffolk County Legislator, Tom Donnelly.
Good evening, everybody. Just by way of introduction, my name is Tom Donnelly, and I represent the South Huntington community in the Suffolk County Legislature. And it's an honor to be here and represent you tonight. I have the distinct privilege of giving 2 citizenship awards. And as I was sitting in the audience thinking to myself, what better way to give a citizenship award than when we have democracy right in front of us in progress, that we're voting for our school board members, we're voting for the school budget, and it really, I think, emphasizes the importance of teaching our young folks what citizenship is really all about. Particularly, and I've made this remark at several events over the past couple of years, particularly in such a polarizing time in our nation, that we have such young people who are the future leaders of tomorrow to help guide us in that direction. It really is a true treat, I think, for the entire community. So I want to ask 2 students to come forward, Hassana Halimi and Emily Lewin. You could step forward. Congratulations. So just briefly, both of these young girls, they really represent the very best of our society. Excellent students. Emily has never missed a day of school in her entire school career. That in itself deserves a round of applause. Her work with the various coalitions in town. She's a Girl Scout. For those that don't know how difficult it is, the trail to Girl Scout is very remarkable. And Hassana, the same, just an impressive resume as a volunteer for the Human First Coalition, an excellent student. Her work as a social justice ambassador, the Muslim Student Society, is really, really remarkable. So it's an honor to give you the Citizenship Award, and I know that we're going to see and hear great things from you in the future. Congratulations.
Please welcome Town of Huntington Supervisor Ed Smith.
The other Ed Smith. Right. Well, Dr. D'Elia, Mr. Ciapetta, thank you for having me, and students, parents, I appreciate being here today. I have the privilege of presenting the Serving Your Community Award to 5 deserving young ladies this evening, and I will demonstrate service to the community by keeping my remarks very short tonight. So, you can cheer for that. So without further ado, I would like to invite up Natalie Gugliuzzi, Monica Sorto, Alexa Dikiakos, Victoria Pasquale, and Alyssa Burke.
We are pleased to have with us this evening Town of Huntington Councilman Dr. Dave Bernardo.
Good evening, Mr. Chiappetta. Dr. D'Elia, thank you for welcoming me back home tonight. And to all of our students and their parents, congratulations. To all of our staff members who make this magic possible. You're remarkable. You do the greatest and most important job in the world, parenting and teaching. And tonight I have the good fortune of bringing up first 5 academic excellence award winners. And to win an academic excellence award with the absolutely intense, bizarre pressure on young people today with all their advanced placement classes. There's a lot of sandwiches being stuck through car windows as you move from thing to thing to thing, and hope you can get dinner between your music and your sports and your academics. So our hats are off to you. And please come forward. Joe Sensoprano, Jason Kaiser, John Valella, Brittany DeLeo Romero, and Susanna Valencia. Come on up and be honored. I now have the opportunity to present awards for my good friend, Assemblyman Steve Stern, who is in Albany, pushing for more aid for Long Island and doing the right thing by us. And he asked that I present his Overcoming Obstacles Award. The award that these 4 people win tonight speaks volumes about their character and their ability to keep going, to take a punch and to get back up. And that's probably more important. That grit is probably more important than any other skill in the world. So come on up and be honored. Juliana Andrade. Jalen Lawrence. Olivia Beck. And Alexandra Molina Correas. Congratulations to the 4 of you for having the mental toughness to be winners.
Representing our United States Congressman from New York's 1st District, Nick LaLota, please welcome Director of Operations, Peter Ganley.
Thank you. Congressman LaLota wanted to extend his congratulations to a few incredible young men and women tonight. He couldn't be here, but I'm here to just relay a few words on his behalf. We would like to honor 5 students with the Congressional Certificate of Merit. Those who are awarded the Congressional Certificate of Merit are celebrated for their academic excellence and demonstrating the values of leadership, character, and dedication to public service, which are at the heart of a successful future. You and your family should be extremely proud of your hard work and achieving this honor. So for the Congressional Certificate of Merit, I would like to welcome up Manuel Canales Reyes, Francie Ginad, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Baracco, and Angelo Cleampas. We would also like to honor your valedictorian and salutatorian Anthony Maida and Zara Chowrdy for your incredible excellence in academics.
At this point, I welcome Assistant Superintendent Dr. John Murphy to continue this evening's festivities.
I know, I missed that hug. All right, so I'm here to talk and to introduce our principals and student leaders to the Leadership Awards for this year. Really, honestly, it's amazing to see so many grade levels and so many students with leadership qualities that is shown not only in one year, but throughout their career here at South Huntington. I, as a former principal, got to see their development through 9th through 12th grade, and some of the 12th graders sitting here. It's amazing how you've changed. It's amazing what you've been able to accomplish, and you and your family should be very proud of who you have become as leaders, and I look forward, and I think the future is bright. So without further ado, we're going to start with our 6th grade student leaders. If I can please have Mr. Stephen Toto up, along with his class advisor, Jacqueline. I'm sorry, I believe it's just Mr. Toto, if he can come up and announce his student leaders for Silas.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. So one of the cool things about Silas is that I have the opportunity to have every single South Huntington student walk our hallways. So it's one of the best gifts that I have. So congratulations to all of you guys tonight. So thank you. Good evening, members of the Board of Ed, Dr. D'Elia, cabinet, parents, students, and guests. I have the great privilege, this is really loud, of working alongside Ms. Patino and Ms. Zissel, our student council advisors, and our outstanding student council officers. So I want to introduce them tonight. So our president, Tatiana, our vice president, Zane, our secretary, Genesis, and our treasurer, Logan. South Huntington's vision commits to providing a safe, respectful, and responsible environment where every student can learn and achieve success. That's what you're going, sorry. This is something that Silaswood Student Council officers, along with the dedicated student council members, their advisors, and all staff work very hard to achieve each year. It has been a year in which we have come together, supported each other, and moved beyond the school gates to make real connections with the South Huntington community. During the past year, these 4 individuals have played an integral role in helping to make Silas the great place it is to learn, share new experiences, and make everlasting memories. Silaswood was fortunate to have been led by such an amazing group of students. Thank you for your leadership, your dedication, and most of all, for making me smile and laugh every day. Congratulations and good luck. You have a very bright future ahead of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toto. At this time, I'd like to call up Stimson's principal, Mr. Duggan, to announce his 7th and 8th grade Student Leadership Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. Ooh, that is loud. Mr. Toto, you were right. Thank you, Dr. Murphy, Mr. Ciapetta and the Board of Education, Dr. D'Elia and our district administration, parents, students, family, and friends, thank you so much. I'm here to honor and thank a group of truly wonderful young people who have unselfishly volunteered their time to give back to their school community. They help guide Stimson through their work on the SBM team, which is early in the morning. They communicate with the entire school in the AM announcements, and they help us to organize major school events throughout the year. In other words, without this group of students, we wouldn't be as good as we truly are. Please join me in welcoming and thanking First, our 7th grade group. 7th grade president, Jenelise Castro. 7th grade vice president, Lucas Atkins. 7th grade secretary, Emma Castellanos Hernandez. 7th grade treasurer, Brian Ranko. Brian's got quite the cheer squad over here. Very good, Brian. And for our 8th graders, our 8th grade president, Michael McGinnis. Our 8th grade vice president, Gabby Anderson, is not here tonight, but we want to thank her also. 8th grade secretary, Isabella David. And 8th grade treasurer, Michael Eastwood, who I think snuck in at the back. All right, Michael, come on in.
Thank you so much, Mr. Duggan. At this time, I'd like to call up again Mr. John Villalobos to announce the freshman class officers.
Okay, Ms. Saravia, the freshman class advisor, could not be here with us this evening. So, it's not easy to come into a new building as a leader, and this year's freshman class did just that and did a great job at it. The freshman class officers excelled with sales of homecoming shirts. They built a fabulous homecoming float, and they sold almost 1,000 carnations in their annual fundraiser. Isabella Galindo, our president, and Allison Palacios, our secretary, really took charge on carnation sales and motivated others to help out. Joey Carapazzo, our vice president, and Ryan Perillo, our secretary, brought the school spirit to the homecoming parade. We want to thank you guys for all your work this year. I would like to acknowledge Isabella Galindo, Joseph Carapazzo, Allison Palacios, and Ryan Perillo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Villalobos. At this time, I'd like to call up our sophomore class president, advisor, not president, Amber Hepburn, to come up and talk about the sophomore class officers.
So one of the neat things about being the sophomore class advisor is that you do see this group of freshmen that last year felt sort of new, and they come back in September with sort of the lay of the land and a greater level of comfort. And I definitely saw that this year with our group who came into this with an enthusiasm and a verve from freshman orientation and greeting the next class of students to come into the school, and then into homecoming with just a fierce sense of their own identity and vision and the work ethic that they proved they had to bring that to life despite challenges that they faced along the way. They are jugglers and doers and helpers and taskmasters, and they chipped in when the freshmen needed them. Their attendance was consistent, and even during a pretty competitive election season, I have seen them come back together as a cohesive group that is excited about things to come. So I would really like to congratulate for a year of hard work, Erin Conlin, our class president. Harpreet Ratu, our vice president. Grace Sachs, our secretary. Ryan Johnstone, our treasurer. Sarah Duffy, officer. Sophia Reichhold, officer.
There you go. Thank you so much, sophomore class and Amber Hepburn. And right now, I'd like to call up Keith Goldman, the junior class advisor, to talk about our junior officers. You can get a hug. You want a hug? All right, here you go.
So one of my favorite parts of this career is working with students on a non-academic level. It just shows, or the students show a side to them very different than what they show in the classroom, and it is just amazing. And I got to work with such a smart, witty, creative, fun, and just outright amazing group of human beings. It gives me faith in the world that you're going to take care of me and the rest of this earth when I'm old. So I would like to thank personally the amazing officers of the junior class, our president, Eliana Kazin, our vice president, Megan Rankel, our secretary, Amanda Phelan, our treasurer, Courtney McGee, officer, Andrew Connolly, officer, Mason Peretzin, and Nina Thomas, who cannot be here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goldman. At this time, I'd like to call up our two senior class advisors, Ms. Langhort Zamow and Ms. Kaufman, up to talk about our class of 2023 senior class officers.
How are you? Do I get a hug? No hug for me. Okay. I see how this goes. All right. You know what? I'd like to invite you guys up while we do this. So right now, I'd like to invite up Alex Fogdani, president of the senior class. Kate Buckshaw, vice president, senior class. Alexa DeCakos, secretary. Hasham Chowdhury, treasurer. Shaylin Sharf, senior class delegate. Ariel Neers, senior class delegate. And Julia Dong, senior class delegate. See, the true secret is I really can't do this, or Ms. Kaufman and I can't do it without these students. The senior class has a really rigorous year. We started back at homecoming. We've decorated rocks. We've had blood drives. We've collected 200 to 300 pints of blood this year. We went on to run 2 large fundraisers and found out that these guys really do like being on stage. Alex, a lot of talent. Is that part of the Greek connection there, Mr. Villarmas? Anyway, so we've had a lot of fun. We've worked really hard, but this is a hard time of year for me to start saying goodbye to them because we still have a lot to do. This Friday night is senior banquet, where the seniors come together to celebrate one last time, and then on, that's good news, and on to the prom over at the Crest Hollow, and finally graduation. So I'm not really ready to say goodbyes, but we've had a wonderful year, a great year, a lot of laughs, and
I'll take it from here, guys, eh? Well, I'm just so proud of you. We're both so proud of you, and I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity to team up with all of you this year. Whitman's loss is definitely the gain of some great universities, and we just wanted to honor that tonight. Alex Bogdani, our president, is going to Georgia Tech. Our vice president, Kate Buckshaw, is going to Boston College. Our treasurer, Hasham Chowdhury, is going to LIU CW Post. Our secretary, Alexa Dikiakos, is going to the University of Delaware. Our delegate, Shaylin Sharf, is going to the University of Akron. Our delegate, Julia Dong, is going to Stony Brook University. And our delegate, Ariel Nears, is going to Syracuse University. We are so proud of you.
Thank you again.
All right.
Let's give another round of applause to our class of 2023. Last but certainly not least is our ESCO, our student government that encompasses all clubs, activities, and grade levels. I'd like to call up now our advisor, Kelsey Rice, to talk a little about the students that put it all together.
Thank you. Ms. Bolin and I have had the pleasure of advising 4 wonderful student leaders here at Walt Whitman. As Dr. Murphy mentioned, ESCO is for the entire school, so it's definitely challenging but really rewarding. We had really successful events this year. We do the homecoming, pep rally, powder puff, safe Halloween, and the spring fling. We both are just so proud of all your accomplishments and for making this school year one to remember. We're really excited. 3 of our officers will be continuing in student government roles this year, and we're wishing the best of luck to our 1 senior, our president, Vladimir Gaberman. He will be attending NYU School of Business this fall. Sorry. We have our vice president, John Adams, secretary, Ava Tulipano, and our treasurer, Jeremy Canales Mejia.
So, as I mentioned before, I just want to give another round of applause, not only to the students that we were able to honor here today, but you see the amazing faculty that spend countless hours making sure that they're giving them guidance and making South Huntington, Walt Whitman, and the South Huntington community a better place. So give them another round of applause. What's truly nice about leadership and these leadership awards is every student finds their own niche, whether it be athletics, academics, but leadership encompasses all types of students. The students you saw before you are athletes, they're scholars, they're everyday students within all grade levels. And that's something that's amazing because that's what our community is. It's a group of people that couldn't be different from are different from one another, but yet band together and are leaders no matter what. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here for the leadership portion, and thank you, students, for keep doing what you're doing on a daily basis. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Smith to talk about some of our retirees and our 10-year appointments.
Oh, is this something I said? All right. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Truly, it's nights like this that remind me how special it is to be part of this community and this learning family. So I just want to thank everybody for being with us tonight. On behalf of the Board of Education, Dr. D'Elia, and our administration, I'd like to welcome you to South Huntington's tenure and retiree celebration. They're sneaking behind me. Tonight, we celebrate the granting of tenure to 3 administrators and 8 members of our teaching staff. We will also recognize the amazing dedication of 26 retirees. We will start tonight's presentation with tenure recognition for those teachers and administrators who have successfully completed their probationary period and have been granted tenure. The granting of tenure demonstrates a district commitment to each individual and celebrates their professional growth. It is not a finish line, but certainly a significant step towards a long and wonderful career. To all our newly tenured staff members, may you never lose the butterflies you had in your stomach that first day you arrived at your respective buildings. I would ask all tenured administrators to come up to the podium when your name is called. From our district office, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Joseph Centermore. From Oakwood Primary Center, Principal Dr. Annie McCallion. Also from Oakwood Primary Center, Assistant Principal, Miss Maria Colon. To all our tenured teachers being recognized this evening, also please come our administration up at the podium. From Countrywood Primary Center, Speech and Language Pathologist, Miss Marissa Shlomo. From Birchwood Intermediate School, Special Education Teacher, Miss Kristen Ging. Also from Birchwood Intermediate School, Special Education Teacher, Miss Jessica Federico, sorry. From Maplewood Intermediate School, Elementary Teacher, Miss Samantha Cervedio. From Stimson Middle School, Music Teacher, Mr. Emilio Rovolino. Also from Stimson, Science Teacher, Mr. Christopher Morill. Also from Stimson, Special Education Teacher, Miss Raquel Kaufman. And finally, from Stimson ESL Teacher, Miss Leanne Kraska. Please join me in one more round of applause for all our tenured staff members. Aaron, you got to tuck in.
This way, and bring Aaron down here. I'm trying, you're very tall. There you go, perfect.
Yeah, this thing was looking.
Get my good side. Get my good side. You have no good side.
You're the honest guy.
Congratulations, Annie.
Joanne's going to come up and help out and give our goodies and these to each retiree. Distribute to retirees. Yeah, you know what, Joanne, you want to, everything's in order. So Joanne can pass you those. Okay. You want to hand these? Tonight, we are also celebrating those individuals who have served our students and community for many wonderful years. Your contributions over these years have been invaluable, especially when considering the thousands of young lives you've touched and the community at large that you've served. The district's current foundation of academic excellence will forever be part of your legacy. With great appreciation, we will now recognize our administrative staff retirees. Please come up when your name is called. With 16 years of service, our Supervisor of Special Education, Dr. Matthew Crivichet. With 33 years of service, Birchwood's principal, Mr. Anthony Ciccarelli. At this time, it's my pleasure to announce our instructional staff retirees. Please come and join our administration when your name is called. With 28 years of service, Walt Whitman Foreign Language teacher, Mr. Dennis Callahan. With 20 years of service, Stimson's librarian, Mr. John Alford. With 30 years of service, Birchwood ESL teacher, Miss Maria Segura. With 26 years of service, Maplewood art teacher, Miss Paula Beck. With 32 years of service, Maplewood teacher, Miss Suzanne Ciccarelli. With 25 years of service, Maplewood speech and language pathologist, Miss Barbara DiNicola. With 21 years of service, Maplewood music teacher, Miss Vanessa Milillo. At this time, it's my pleasure to announce our support staff retirees. Once again, please come forward when your name is called. With 25 years of service, Walt Whitman teaching assistant, Miss Mariana DePazzo. With 22 years of service, Walt Whitman teaching assistant, Miss Deborah Roman. With 21 years of service, Stimson teaching assistant, Miss Margaret O'Brien. With 29 years of service, Stimson custodian, Robert Eastwood. With 18 years of service, Stimson assistant cook, Miss Maria Wirtz. With 21 years of service, Birchwood senior office assistant, Miss Linda Udy. With 26 years of service, Birchwood Teaching Assistant, Miss June Alexander. With 19 years of service, Birchwood Cafeteria Paraprofessional, Miss Paula Crow. With 21 years of service, Countrywood Teaching Assistant, Miss Elizabeth Keenan. With 32 years of service, Countrywood Teaching Assistant, Miss Deirdre Kupka. With 24 years of service, Oakwood Teaching Assistants, Miss Karen Karolakis. With 36 years of service, JKAO Principal Stenographer, Miss Margaret Bailey. With 35 years of service, Maintenance Mechanic 3, Miss Kathleen Hopkins. With 30 years of service, Lead Maintenance Mechanic, Mr. John Burke. With 16 years of service, Network and Systems Administrator, Mr. Louis Mangieri. With 23 years of service, one of our own bus drivers, Miss Bernice Harris. Please join me in a round of applause for all our retiring teachers, administrators, and sports staff. To all our retirees, Labor Day takes on a different meaning from now on, because the day after really is no different for any one of you. You should enjoy empty beaches with your beach towels and sunglasses. I want to thank Ms. Joanne Padilla, Tom Ciravallo, Liz DeMonte for all their efforts in making this presentation so special tonight. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all our honorees and wish you everyone good health, happiness, and success. Thank you.
Aaron, you want to come up here?
Congratulations.
to say John.
Okay, we're going to continue on with our program. Just ask everybody, we'll give a minute for everybody to head on out. Don't want to throw you out, but let's give them a second to clear out. Before we go back into our senior awards, I just want to congratulate all of our tenure honorees and, of course, our retirees. Congratulations on a wonderful career in South Huntington, a very long career, and may you have a very happy and healthy retirement. Thank you for all of your contributions to our wonderful school district. Without you, we wouldn't be what we are today, so thank you so much. All right, we're going to turn back to the rest of our senior awards night. These are, once again, our non-monetary awards. There's a lot more senior awards and recognitions to come in the next couple of weeks. And I'll turn the program back over to Assistant Principal from Walden High School, John Villarmos. Yep. That's not John Villarmos.
There it is. Okay.
That's Corey
Good evening, everyone. Before we continue, we have 2 awards that we have to hand out. We want to give one proclamation. This one's from Tom Donnelly. This one goes to Hasna Halimi. So let's have the same energy as we did earlier. And we also have Franzi Janad for the U.S. Representative for Nick Lalota. So let's give some energy. All right, thank you. All right, the next award we're going to continue on is the New York State Senator Mario R. Matera. This is the Government Achievement Plaque. State Senator Mario R. Matera would like to present this award to a student based on academic and extracurricular accomplishments. This student demonstrated excellence in social studies and has made a real contribution to the South Huntington community. Alana Marzigliano. Yes, congratulations. And you want to take a picture? New York State Comptroller Thomas P. DiNapoli, Student Achievement Award. The New York State Comptroller Thomas P. DiNapoli Award recognizes students who have shown academic excellence and the potential for leadership through involvement in activities that has improved the South Huntington community. Colin Murphy, Edelson Palma Romero, Julia Dong, Ashna Jamvavat, Jordan Balalamenti, and Loriana Matatat. Colin, now I'm taller than you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, the New York State Attorney General Latita James, better known as the Triple C Award. The Triple C Award recognizes the commitment, character, and courage of New York State's outstanding students. One thing that remains constant in education is the resilience, creativity, and brilliance of our students. The Attorney General is honored to have the opportunity to recognize New York students this year for their achievements, whether it be academic success, community service, peer leadership, or overcoming personal obstacles. Angelina Blankson and Gavin Guglielza, please come on up. I gotta stand up here because Gavin's taller than me. Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone for the Suffolk County Public Service Award. Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone would like to give this award to deserving seniors who are recognized for being academically successful as well as having great commitment to the community. Declan Hill, Ryan Hill, and Alex Bagdani. All right. Next, we have the Presidential Service Award. This award recognizes students who have completed over 250 hours of community service. We have Rachel Jerome, Alexa Rapachulo, Isabella Dinalescu, Jordan Balamente, Emily Lewin, and Alex Bagdani. Rachel is not here.
Okay, our final award for tonight. This is a Walt Whitman High School Perfect Attendance Award for grades 9 through 12. Okay, and we cut it off about a week ago, and rumor has it a couple of you may have missed a day this week, but we'll let you slide. The 9th through 12th grade, excluding the 10th grade virtual year, Perfect Attendance Award, Kiera Adams, Caitlin Baracco, Mangyang Dong, David Lazaro. Emily Lewin. Jonathan Matthews. Karen Uloa Moya. And there are also two unable to join us this evening, Talia Churchman and Liam Towers. Congratulations, guys. You better be in school tomorrow. All right, thank you, Mr. Ciapetta, board, cabinet, thank you for having us this evening. Congratulations, seniors.
Thank you, Mr. Villarmos, Mr. Blair. Congratulations to our seniors. We'll break for a couple minutes, let everybody head on out and take some pictures. Congratulations. All right, we'll go into our business agenda now. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, items C through F are minutes, financial items, and bills require one resolution for adoption. Is there a motion? Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions on items C through F? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Communications are listed. We have a notification from Simpson Middle School Principal Michael Duggan regarding the 8th grade moving up ceremony, which is scheduled for June 22nd. Board members and cabinet members are invited. Then we have an invitation from Mr. Costa, principal of Walden High School, about the principals list night, May 23rd at 7 p.m., Performing Arts Center, for students with an average of 95 or above. There are 140 of them this year. Wow. Yep. Impressive. Very impressive. And then, last but certainly not least, invitation to Countrywood's musical theater production, Wing It, scheduled for May 25th at 7 p.m. at, of course, Countrywood Primary Center. So it's a busy time of the year. It needs to be cloned. All right. New business. First item is the approval of a confidentiality and data security and privacy agreement. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Dr. Murphy?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. This is a program that we use for some of our students that are on homebound, as well as within the student services that have an IEP, to give them some remediation and support if they're not able to attend regular schools.
Okay. Any questions from the board? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item number 2 is a motion to rescind our prior award of contract transportation and to approve a revised contract transportation in the amount of $9.265 million. Is there a motion? Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. Sedamore, can you explain what we're doing here?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. So at the time that the board previously approved this extension, the budget, estimated number of a rounded $9 million was in the top right corner. But since then, obviously, we have a more precise budgeted number, and so that's the reason for this rescind and revise to the $9.265 million number that you would see at the top right.
Okay, so we're rescinding the prior award and awarding an amount of $9,265,000. Are there questions from Dr. Sedamore on this? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, and moving on to our final item of new business is approval of a budget transfer. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Dr. Sedamore?
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. So in accordance with our policy with regards to transfers exceeding over $250,000, this transfer is before the board for your consideration of approval in the amount of $509,000 total to address, utility costs, electric, gas, as well as contract transportation that relates to buses that we had to borrow from the vendor because buses we ordered were on an extensive back order.
Okay. Any questions on this budget transfer? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. New business item number 3 is adopted unanimously. We will move on to personnel schedules. We have personnel schedules 2, 6, 9, 11, 16, 17, 20, 22. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. Meyer. There's also personnel schedules 3, didn't make it onto the list, 3 and 22. 3 and 22. Okay. Any questions on the personnel schedules? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, and with that, I would like to announce that the Board of Education has voted to approve Ms. Marley Rice as the new, Dr. Marley Rice, as the new District Supervisor for Educational Technology. Congratulations. Put that on here. Congratulations. All right, personnel schedules are listed. Future meetings, we only got one left. That's June 14th. We do have also curriculum council minutes. Ms. LaCara, did you want to go over those or should we wait for next time?
Yeah, but next.
Okay.
John, did you want to say anything?
No, we've just solidified some of our book lists, getting ready for looking at what the state gives us with Regents Test. That was one of our conversations, talking about our percentage and what we will recommend back to the Board of Education for how much finals and Regents will count, as well as just some clearing up of items. Some of the items that we're using is the middle school, and looking at policies in terms of our honors program that we presented to the Curriculum Council and Board of Education.
Okay. Good, Ms. LaCara? Okay. Next, comments by board members. Yes, Mr. Bronson.
I just have two. The first is that tomorrow will be our audit committee meeting. For those of you that are interested in attending, it will be tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in the district office. I also want to acknowledge that before our next board meeting is Memorial Day, so just wanted to acknowledge our fallen soldiers, our men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. So I wanted to acknowledge and thank them for their service.
Thank you, Mr. Bronson. Thank you. Other comments by board members? Ms. Meyer.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta, and I just wanted to, in the spirit of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is the month of May, remind everyone and encourage everyone to participate in Chef in Motion this year. The Board Wellness Committee has been very supportive of all the events that have been happening all month, which will culminate in Chef in Motion this Saturday. There's opportunities to do a fun run, a 5K, a 10K, or participate in a virtual run. And there are also lots of great raffle baskets. So please go to chefinc.org/inmotion to register. And just a reminder that Chef does support arts and technology within the district, so this is a very wonderful cause.
Thank you, Ms. Meyer. Other comments by board members? Okay, Dr. D'Elia?
Yes, just would like to echo what Ms. Meyer said. I'm hoping everybody can come out this Saturday for Chef in Motion. I know the Chef Committee has put a lot of time and effort into this event, so cross your fingers with Mother Nature as well. But we're looking forward to a great event this Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. D'Elia. All right. Comments by our ex officio student board member. Ms. Regalado, any comments? All right, no comments for today. Residents, voice of the residents. Any residents like to address the board? Take that as a no. All right. With that, we will take a motion to go into executive session to discuss a student matter. Ms. LaCara, seconded by Ms. Bronson. All in favor? Any opposed? And then we will actually have to come back after the polls close to adopt the budget officially. So,
Come back in here?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. See you at 10 o'clock or 10:15 probably. Yes.
To the fourth, to the north?
North. To the north, yep.
faculty room.
right, we'll take a motion to actually close the exec session and return to the meeting. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we need a resolution to certify the election results. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Bronson. No, Mr. Joyner. Okay. And it's in favor of the results, which are accepted and declared by Chairperson Michelle Murphy. Proposition 1, school budget, 824 yes, 318 no. Proposition 2, for the ex officio student board member, 871 yes, 265 no. And the vote for the school trustees was as follows. Andrew Bronson, 941, received votes, and Sidney Joyner received 868 votes. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Motion carries unanimously. We'll take a motion to close the meeting and adjourn. Ms. LaCara, second. Mr. Bronson, all in favor? Any opposed? All right. Good evening, everyone.